Hits and Crits. This video is brought to you by Asmodee.
What's up, Hits and Crits family? Welcome with a new episode where we show off some cool miniatures. And today I'm really honored to have Schreck here, Sylvain, with me,
Hey.
an awesome painter from the French community. And we're very, very happy to have you and talk about your journey of becoming such a painter, of your journey of why song and all that kind of stuff. So we'll cover all of this in this video. Great to have you, man.
Thank you too. I'm happy to be there this evening.
Yeah. So we started talking about, and I can spoiler that right off the bat, why we started talking. So in the end, I reached out to Sylvain Schreck because of the Tattered Prince originally, because like our custom miniature got a lot of attention lately, and we had some awesome painters already from the, was it all German community? Yeah, we're all Germans from the German community painting our Tattered Prince, and I just adored what you were posting on the Discord, man. It's just amazing what you do, really, to be honest.
Thank you.
And it's amazing. So I reached out to ask you if you could be involved in one of our, maybe this one, or we're also planning the Cavalry Tattered Prince, and it would be cool if you got on board with this one, because we want to this miniature really to shine, and I could never do it. So that's how it all came along, how I reached out. And then the idea of showing all this great stuff, what you share in our Show Your Minis channel on the Discord and in other Discords or Facebook or your socials. I just felt it needs maybe even more attention than it already has. So yeah, this is how we.
That's nice.
Yeah. So to kick it off, my first question: when did you pick up painting? When did you got to the point where you were saying, okay, I can really do stuff, I can learn, I can become better, and how did you become this good? And with this, before you answer, I will already show some of your work so people can relate what I'm talking about.
So when I paint now for more than 20 years, yes, 24 years. And I started painting with Confrontation. I don't know if you remember that game or if you played it.
I heard it, never played it. Yeah.
Yes, it was a French company, Rackham, that was really big at that time. And I discovered miniature with Warhammer 40k, like a lot of people, but
Yeah, sure.
it was one of my cousins that showed me them. But when I wanted to start miniature, Warhammer was really out of my financial range. At this time, I was a teenager. I just have some money from the parents every month. That was far from enough to buy Games Workshop miniatures. So I started with Rackham miniatures because it was a skirmish game, and the miniatures were a lot cheaper. So that's how I entered into the miniature world. And Rackham, they really put an important point on the painting. They really they have really good painter and amazing studio models. So that's how I really quickly got interested in good painting. So when I saw their models, I really wanted, to do the same. So that's how I got the taste to increase my painting skill.
Cool.
And so, like everyone, I start painting, put colors in my miniatures alone on my desk. And it was years later when I was, I don't know, maybe 10 years later, when I was older. I start playing in a little shop in Paris, and there were good painters there, and I learned there to some technique on painting, and I start to increase my skill, painting skill there.
Awesome. And
And
did you ever like was there a time that you took courses, or did you actually learn all of this by yourself and YouTube videos, or what did you do to become this good?
It was in this shop. YouTube at that time was not developed like today, so there were no YouTube tutorial, and so. But I met people there, and there were painting evening organized during the week, and I went there. I just got my car at this time, and so I went there 2 times a week, and that's where these people I met who were really better than me learned me the technique, and that's how I started to be better at painting. Yes.
All right.
And
So
after that,
yeah.
it's just work and yes.
A lot of practice.
Just a lot of practice. Yes.
Wow. So okay. So you started out from that game, and was there what was the journey to Song of Ice and Fire? What happened before Song of Ice and Fire?
Before Song, I played a lot of games. So Rakam, they had Confrontation, and after that they went with another game called AT43, 43. Yes. And that was a futurist game. I played that. I played Infinity.
Yeah.
I
Awesome miniatures
played
as well, right?
Yeah, so I really love Infinity.
Yeah.
But it's really a big game with a lot of rules, so
yeah,
it takes a lot of time to play it. I played War Machine Horde. So yes, a lot of game, but really little Games Workshop games. I never went really into 40K or Battle either. Yes, that was really outsider games more than Games Workshop.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, you go.
So Song came. I started 4 or 5 years ago. Yes. Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
And how it came, it was a friend, a really close friend, where I live here in Nantes, that tested the game, and he wanted to play the game, so I come along and start testing the game, and I loved it immediately. So I'm not difficult to convince to go into a game. Once there are 1 or 2 friends that are enthusiasm about a game, it's really easy for me to just follow. And if the game is cool and miniature are cool,
I can relate.
I'm not difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely relate. It sounds like the same story. I got a really close friend that said, you have to try out Song of Ice and Fire, and my mind was, or my state of mind back then was, I don't need another war game in my life. I do not have the time. I do not have the time and the effort, because I was thinking about 40K. I was thinking about a full-fledged like war game, and he said, but you have to try it, man. You have to try it. It's faster and it's real unique, and the tactics board, the tactics cards, you know. So, and I tried it 1 or 2 times and I was hooked. Right, I was definitely hooked on the game. Still am, because it's so unique and it has its USPs over other systems. So definitely, So I can definitely relate. I like on Song. I heard you are a Baratheon player main. Is that correct?
Yes, it's my only army.
Is your only army?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I spent already too much time on painting it, so I can afford to have a second army.
Yeah, true. So you're fully committed to this one. So all the stuff we see, all the Baratheon stuff is yours for your own collection, and the other stuff like we see right now, the Greyjoys and the Targs and the neutrals and everything we see is commission work, right? So when did you? So when did you pick up, or when did you decide to was it like a natural thing that someone, hey, could you, and then you made it more professionally, or how did it come along?
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Okay.
For most people, I think. It's you like painting, you begin to be better at painting, so there is friends that come and can you paint this one for me? Okay. And from how to say, and little by little, you tell yourself, why not? Why not start commissions?
Okay, so so since when do you do commissions? Like for 2, 3, whatever years now?
I started a bit more. I started commission. Years flies. It's hard to count now, but maybe for 6, 7 years.
6, 7 years already.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So and how does it work? Like, do you just share over social and wherever, and people reach out, or do you have a page where people reach out, or how does it work? Or is it only French people? I don't know. How big is it for you?
It come from different sources. It can come from social media, yes, Facebook, Instagram, but mostly it comes from I don't know how to say in English, but from the direct community. From mouth to ear. That's how we say in
word
French.
Of mouth.
Yeah.
Word of mouth. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
And I play. I play a lot miniature. There is a painter and commission painters that are really concentrating on really the painting, but they don't really play games. But that's not my case. I'm really into gaming. I see paint and game really together as a hobby.
Yeah.
And so I always. I'll always had contact with the community of whatever game I was playing at the moment. So I have my my link now. How do you say, my network? Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
I know. Yeah, I know people that I met in competition. And sometime we met on another game and so on, and these people want to know a friend that want miniature painted by a commissioner, and that's how it works.
Cool. So one question, because you said it for you it goes together, playing and painting miniatures.
Yes.
Which is self-critically speaking, which is not that common with song, right? A song in song, at least I know you French people are crazy about this factor, but when you take a look over Europe at least, and I would also count in the US, it's not, or let's say it's not uncommon to go to a tournament and at least half of the stuff isn't painted. It's not uncommon to see this.
Yes.
Right, when we go to Poland to Warsaw for the Realms of Battle, for example, or like Manchester or wherever we went in the last few or last years, it's not that, it's not as in Warhammer. So, and like the question what I have is when this is so close for you, and you have these miniatures in your hand, how would you rate them compared to? I mean, obviously, Games Workshop does amazing things with the miniatures, amazing amount of detail and stuff. How is it for you to paint a song miniature versus maybe something different, which is way more detailed or has more detail? Do you like painting song miniatures, or I mean, obviously you do, but I mean,
obviously yes.
I mean, but would you prefer them to have a higher detail, or are you saying, hey, this is awesome as it is, I pick it up, I paint it, I do not have to glue it, I just take it? Is that fine for you? How is that as a painter?
For me, it was always that as long as I'm painting what I am playing, I'm happy. So I
Cool.
paint what I play, and I play what I paint. But considering I love song miniature, I think they are really great. I don't think they are as good as Games Workshop. Obviously, Games Workshop, they are
totally different concept
above
as well.
all. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's really cool miniature. Yes, like we can see here, dragons.
Yeah.
They are really cool, and they are less complicated, less detailed than Games Workshop. They have their defaults. It's not perfect, but it's yes. I really I really enjoy to paint them. And Games Workshop is just a different feeling in painting.
Yeah. So like in terms of like commission, what I always think, not only with you, but when I see a lot of great painters across the community, there's so much cool stuff. I still ask myself, and I never did until now, but so I'm talking about prices. So what are your? I obviously there's a price range because you can adapt to a certain level of painting, like put you, will you put it on a shelf, or will you just, is it tabletop ready and all that kind of stuff? I know, but what are the ranges? I mean, what are your prices for, like, let's say a character model or a unit tray or whatever? What do I have to,
Yes,
put on the table
overall
to get such amazing miniatures?
Yes, how it works. I can give you a direct example of this one. For example, I painted for for a commission.
Lady Stoneheart.
This one is the pricing is pretty simple. As a commissioner, it's at least with the method I'm applying. It's I am thinking of I'm quoting how much time I spent on the miniature. And I have pricing rate. I don't know how to say. And it's just a multiplication between the two. I spent
so an amount per hour, for example.
An amount per hour, exactly.
Okay.
So for example, this one, as I remember, it was around 6 hours. So I just I have a rate of 20 euro per hour.
Per hour.
So it's 120. That's
120.
simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's simple. Okay. So and that multiple and that like that might be different on a unit tray, for example. So I'm reaching out saying, hey Shrek, please paint whatever. A unit of Rose Knights. And please base the tray.
Yeah. Okay.
What would that be?
Expensive.
Expensive.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I am. I have a bit specialized, if I can say that, into more detailed painting than I don't do really quick tabletop quality. So for me, the minimum amount of time I spend on a miniature is about 3 hours. So
Okay.
for a tray, I paint some, but it's not really often. I often have commission of, little band or sometimes a bigger monster or bigger miniature. But I don't have a lot of armies. I have some, but not that much because it's it clearly really go expensive fast.
Understood.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So for a tray, it can go easily expensive, like 600 or 700.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
so it's not. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to hear that you are focusing on, let's say, character
Yes.
models. Someone wants his miniature or his character or whatever, or his NCUs, for example, really painted really well. So I totally understand that, and I see totally different approaches in this when do commission. So, for example, you might have seen him on the Discord. We have Jens, for example, from our German community. He's from Solid Painting, totally different aspect, and he's doing exactly the opposite. I would say exactly the opposite. He's saying someone wants his army painted fully,
Yeah.
and it just should, let's say, look good from not afar, that it shouldn't sound too bad, but it's well painted. It's all there, all the colors are there, there's a certain amount of lighting but it's quick, and it's just quick, and that's his approach, and so that's way cheaper, and he paints your full army, obviously not as this, but totally different aspect. And then we have Chris, for example, who is really close to your level, but he adapts. He offers also he's saying I have level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 3, for example, is pretty close, or comes close to what we see here. Level 2 is, I would say above the average what you see. And level 1 is really, this is tabletop ready. Is it all it has some highlights, it has all the colors, a little bit of shade here and there, and that's it, right? Pretty quick. So he adapts to the
That's
customer.
what I used to do at the beginning, but when you start painting at a level and you show that on social media, you are asking to paint that, people see that and they want that. So I start having more and more commission on more high level painting than quick painting.
Cool.
And I'm not really good at quick technique, and really painting a miniature in 1 hour. For me, it's really
it's harder than
it's a
3.
nightmare.
I got it. It's harder than it's harder for you to do a quick, like 1 hour job than do a 3 hour job.
Yes.
Interesting.
I could do that with, but I don't have really the technique, with contrast paint. I don't know how to paint with contrast paint. Obviously, it's not difficult. You put a white base coat and you apply your contrast. But if you want to
what
rework
we do
after that, yes, I want to learn painting with contrast paint, but not just applying the contrast, but to work it a bit further, but to earn time, to gain time with the contrast.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
yes,
when I compare that to, I mean, like back in the day, when I think about like when we started all, right, when in teenage years, and I remember the colors from, you always picked that up, the Citadel colors, and there was nothing there like washes and nothing. You just had the colors. When I remember that time, when I compare that to today, where you have the metal paints, the quick shades, the speed paints, and all that kind of stuff, and they are like, in generally speaking, they are amazing, right? When you do a zenithal highlight, when you do some, you brush them up to a certain degree, when you have all the lighting already there, and you just apply the speed paints, it's decent, right? It looks not bad. So like back in the day, it was so way much harder to do that, to pull that off.
And that was really harder to get tutorials, because there were no internet at that time.
Exactly.
I don't know how old you are, but I guess when you were young, there was no internet. It was not really developed, YouTube and so on. It still was on a magazine like White Dwarf and some others, but it was difficult to get the knowledge about painting, other than meeting people and getting it from them.
Yeah. I remember the time when you picked up the White Dwarf and there was like the 2-pager on it, how to paint eyes, for example, right? Or how to paint a face, or all that kind of stuff. So I remember that time. I mean, like YouTube really picked up in the early 2000s, really picked up. And then like nowadays you can basically just search for each and every model and put in how to paint whatever, how to paint Ramsey, and Ramsey will come up, at least decently, like in, well painted at least. So that's interesting. All right, so like to finish it off, what are your future plans? Is there anything already in the works? So obviously right now you're working on your Baratheons, on your own Baratheons, but what is there any new song project, and what is next for you as a commissioned painter?
Now I am trying to I am finishing my Baratheon army. I started it when I started the song game, so it was 4 or 5 years ago. So it was a bit it's a bit long, but I really take my time to paint this army, because it's really a project that is important to me, to really take time to paint this army. I decided to put a bit of a crunch, or how do you say, hit to accelerate it. I haven't painted the Renly side yet, so I started in December, and I tried to rush a bit the Renly side, so I am not far from finishing it now. And for after that, I have a lot of projects for this year, including commission and other games I want to play as well. I played a song for quite exclusively with Necromunda. I play the both game, and now I want to play some other game. I have an interest like StarCraft, for example. I really loved StarCraft. I really played it as a teenager, so I loved the RTS, and I'm really interested into discovering this game, if it's good or not. We know already have a look at the miniature, and it look really cool.
Yeah.
So I want to as I mentioned, to try contrast paint on the Zerg army. It's really
good target
adapted
for speed paint.
Yes,
good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have my social media that I stopped posting on them some times ago, because I was not happy on my photograph, and now that it's better, I want to start them again, but
Cool.
I want to put a fresh restart of my page on the social media. So that's my project for this year. And one more game is finishing my song army, and one more game. It's already good for this year among commission, because I
hear
still
you.
have commission to paint. So
Cool.
and
Cool.
Necromunda too. I play Necromunda, and I love this game. So I still have some miniature to paint.
Yeah, I mean, I did Necromunda. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I did it like once or twice. I know the game, and I know there's still a solid community out there. Still, I know that for sure. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so Shrek, great for all the insights. Great that you took the time.
My pleasure.
We will definitely link, despite that you will refresh them. Put all your socials down below at the description, so people can check it out there. Obviously, please feel free to check out Schreck on you're pretty active on the French Discord. You're pretty active on the Hits and Crits Discord. So please feel free to reach out to Schreck over the Discord, chat with him. I'm pretty sure you're pretty open to discuss whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a new customer out there. You never know. So yeah. So again, thanks for taking the time. It was really cool to see all of this.
Thank you to have me here tonight.
Always.
And thank you. I can do it here. Thank you for the work you do on the song community in general. It's
our
really
pleasure. Yeah.
Cool to see that on a game, all that emulation and the video, and it's
always
really makes the community live, and that's cool.
All right. Again, Schreck, thank you. And I think for all of you, do not hesitate to reach out. Check out the links below. And until we meet again, roll those crits, guys.
Come for the hits and stay for the crits.